So Donald Trump's children, Don Trump Jr. and Eric Trump, claim that Daddy had no choice but to profit off the presidency because banks didn't want to do business with him. And that they had to spend too much money defending themselves in court against the crimes that were committed. What?
I want to bring you to this, all of you. Critics are saying, hey, well, maybe you shouldn't be doing this. The New Yorker, for example, says the number. How much is Trump pocketing off the presidency? Axios. President Trump and his family stand to net $3.4 billion by the end of the second term. David Kirkpatrick reports for the New Yorker in a piece today the number of why it matters. No U.S. president has monetized the highest off of the land quite like this. Eric, your answer to those headlines.
Brian, it's infuriating. We had nowhere to go. Capital One stripped 300 bank accounts from me. 300 in the middle of the night. They sent us a letter after doing business for 20-something years. All your bank accounts for golf courses and condominium buildings and hotels, they're all gone in the middle of the night. I mean, how do you pay your taxes? How do you pay your employees? This happened across the board. It happened with JP Morgan Chase. It happened with Bank of America. It happened with First Republic. And this wasn't just happening to the Trumps, people with a lot of zeros on the end. This was happening to conservatives all over the country. We didn't have a damn choice.
I don't notice them talking about the hundreds of millions of dollars we had to spend fighting lawfare. That doesn't matter, right? That was all nonsense, right? Russia, you name it. Impeachment 1, hoax 2, 3, 4, 5, infinity. No one talks about that. They weaponized the entire full force of the United States government against our family. And unlike all the other people who'd served as a presidency before, basically since our founding fathers, Trump was the only guy that was actually a businessman before that. Are we supposed to stop running our businesses? Are we supposed to stop doing anything? He involved.
What? How does becoming president get you a personal bank account back? You said all of these bank accounts were stripped, so we had nowhere else to go but to go to the presidency. It doesn't work that way. Either these banks want to do business with you or they don't want to do business with you. And if you guys were phenomenal businessmen, they would want to do business with you. There is no fucking bank alive that is going to tell somebody, no, stop, don't put hundreds of millions of dollars into my institution. And as far as Don Jr. there goes, well, they didn't talk about all the hundreds of millions of dollars we had to spend defending ourselves. Well, then don't commit crimes, asshole. Oh, my God. And he goes on to say, no other president was a businessman before my father. False. 100% false. George W. Bush was an oil man and he owned a fucking baseball team. Jimmy Carter owned a peanut farm. And you say that your dad's not involved with the day-to-day operations. We don't know. We can't believe you because you guys lie constantly. But more to the point, every other president before your father who was in business gave up their business, period. Your father is the only one not to. But one day, Daddy won't be president. One day, nobody with the name Trump will be sitting in the White House. And you won't have anybody to protect you. Then what are you assholes going to do for a living? When Daddy can no longer supply you with a paycheck, what are you two motherfuckers going to do to survive? Your sister's fine, right? She's got her own line of product. She's married to a billionaire, yada, yada, yada. What are you two jagoffs going to do to earn a living when Daddy can't supply it anymore?